One of the other things that I found as I talked to these design agencies, when you look at some of those concepts on the right for design thinking, people get fired for thinking like that, right? If you look at it, abductive logic, okay, I'm just going to brainstorm on stuff and come up with these crazy ideas, right? That's not how we're used to getting paid. And so the key here is creating a safe environment for design thinking and making people feel comfortable. I actually had a customer talk to me about this, which is, I was kind of fascinated, where they were explaining one of their lines of business, the process owner conducts a monthly meditation, group meditation thing, right? I don't know why I'm stuck on this meditation stuff, but it's good. But they conduct a group meditation once a month, and then the process owner opens it up to the floor to say, what are some things we should be doing differently, right? What are ideas that you have? And that sort of creating this safe zone where people can think in this way about process or other things is really critical. And so there's some guidelines that I was able to identify for allowing and creating this sort of safe zone. So definitely use what-if scenarios to drive ideation. I had a customer, going back to Apple. I sound like I really like Apple. I really don't. Apple's not in the audience, sorry. But at any rate, but it's interesting, one of the executives that I talked to around this was explaining to me that their CEO said, this is in wealth management, CEO basically said, imagine Apple just moved into our industry. How would we react, right? That's a great what-if scenario, because we know Apple is going to have better design. We know Apple is going to probably have better pricing or more competitive pricing. So how would we actually compete with them if they moved into wealth management, right? So using what-if scenarios to drive ideation. Focus on generating large pool of ideas. So like we said before, just knowing that all of the ideas are not going to pan out and allowing for that. And then following through on the experimentation. That's another key piece. Teams that we spoke with, particularly the design agencies that were working with these different teams, they were saying the worst thing you can do is tell people to have these great ideas and don't follow up on them. And particularly in the process world, that's a key element. It's not just looking at only 2 ideas, but really trying to get all the ideas and identifying or prioritizing.